Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Okay, students, today we are going to start the same topic that we have started in your previous lecture about prepositions. Okay, but instead of using verbs, we are going to use noun. Like in your previous lecture, we have discussed about which type of appropriate preposition should be used after verbs, right? So in today's topic, what we are going to discuss, we are going to study about, we are going to learn about the appropriate prepositions after nouns. Okay, so let us start with the first thing. जब से मैंने आपको ये पढ़ाना स्टार्ट किया है, मैंने आपको प्रीपोजिशन का डेफिनेशन बताया, उसके पार्ट्स बताया, राइट। मैंने आपको बताया कि कौन से अप्रोप्रिएट प्रीपोजिशंस हैं जो वर्ब्स के साथ यूज होते हैं। बट द थिंग इज व्हाट आर एक्चुअली अप्रोप्रिएट prepositions? Why do we call them appropriate? See, let us start with that topic so that you can have and basic idea about what are actually appropriate preposition. See beta, some words, okay, like nouns, adjectives or verbs, okay, they take some fixed preposition with them, or I could say they take a particular preposition after them, right? So this particular fixed preposition or appropriate preposition are called as what? एप्रोप्रिएट प्रिपोजिशन। क्या बोलते हैं इनको? जो फिक्स प्रिपोजिशन है या जो पर्टिकुलर प्रिपोजिशन जब एक पर्टिकुलर नाउन, एडजेक्टिव या वर्ब के बाद यूज़ होता है, ओके, उससे लगकर यूज़ होता है, उसे हम कहते हैं एप्रोप्रिएट प्रिपोजिशन। आई हैव रिटन हियर द बेसिक डेफिनेशन, ओके, इफ यू वांट यू मे नोट इट डाउन. So I hope this is visible to you now. So the definition says some words like nouns, adjectives or verbs take some fixed preposition after them, and this fixed or particular preposition are called as appropriate preposition, है ना। तो कुछ ऐसे words जो noun, verbs या adjective के बाद एक कोई फिक्स प्रिपोजिशन लेते हैं, ठीक है, उस फिक्स प्रिपोजिशन को हम क्या बोलते हैं? एप्रोप्रिएट प्रिपोजिशन. ओके, नाउ बेटा टू रिमेंबर ऑल दीज प्रिपोजिशन इज quite difficult to remember them all, right? But there are certain ways where we can understand them in a very easy manner so that it can be remembered for a long time. Okay, so there are certain rules, or I could say there are certain ways through which we can understand appropriate preposition, what to use, how to use in a sentence, so that you can have a fluent conversation with the other person. Okay, so basically what are the ways or what is the rule? See, the way is that they are grouped together. Okay, they are grouped together based on what? Based on their same meaning, and they take the same preposition. What I am trying to say, there are certain words like अगर आपके पास पूरे नाउन्स रखे हुए हैं, तो ऐसे नाउन्स जिनका सिमिलर मीनिंग हो, ऐसे एडजेक्टिव जिनका सिमिलर मीनिंग हो, ऐसे वर्ड्स वर्ब्स जिनका सिमिलर मीनिंग हो आपस में, ओके, उन वर्ड्स का एक ग्रुप होता है, उनके लिए हम सेम प्रिपोजिशन जो है वो यूज़ करते हैं. ओके, ये तरीका है appropriate prepositions को पढ़ने का और उन्हें समझने का. See, you cannot study this particular whole ways or rules in one day. It needs practice. Every study, every topic needs practice. So what you have to do after each and every class, you need to practice so many words, so many sentences, so many exercises, so that it can help you in better ways. Okay, better ways to understand, better ways to learn, memorize and use things on your daily basis. Okay, तो ऐसे वर्ड्स जिनको हम ग्रुप में रखते हैं, जिनका सिमिलर मीनिंग होता है, उनके लिए हम अप्रोप्रिएट प्रिपोजिशन, सेम प्रिपोजिशन जो है वो यूज़ करते हैं. Now you might be thinking कि अब इतने सारे वर्ड्स हैं मैम, इन सबको याद कैसे करें? So देखिए, याद करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है आपको समझने की ज़रूरत है. The thing is just to understand them. If you have understood it properly, definitely your mind is going to keep it इट इनसाइड फॉर अ लॉन्गर ड्यूरेशन, है ना। अगर आप रट कर सोचेंगे कि हाँ मैंने ये 4 वर्ड्स लर्न कर लिए, अब यही मुझे जो है वो लर्न करने होंगे, तो इसके जैसे बहुत सारे वर्ड्स हैं। एंड इंग्लिश इज द वन थिंग दैट यू नो इट कीप्स ऑन इम्प्रूविंग डे बाय डे, ईच डे इट इज़ गेटिंग इम्प्रूव। अगर आपने कोई वर्ड आज से 10 साल पहले सुना होगा, तो आपके आने वाले यू नो जस्ट विद इन अ ईयर आपको उस वर्ड के साइमल्टेनियसली बहुत सारे सिनोनिम्स मिल जाएंगे। So it's not about doing the rectification or you know just memorizing them by repeating words. You have to understand them. Okay, so let's start seeing some rules or ways where I have gathered certain words, certain nouns, particularly since we are studying about nouns only. तो यहाँ मैंने कुछ nouns जो है वो कलेक्ट करके रखे हैं, और उनके लिए हम कौन सा preposition यूज़ करते हैं, that we are going to see. So the first one is access, here, right. Now these 3 words have similar meaning, the same meaning they have, and for this they take 2. See, access to something, here for something, or right of something. So we are talking in context with what, something, not somebody, है ना। हम किसी कॉन्टेक्स्ट के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, किसी के बारे में नहीं बात कर रहे हैं, किसी चीज़ के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं। Okay, so there is a difference between somebody and something. Okay, so in context with something we have access, here, and right, and for this what we take to as an appropriate preposition. So what could be the example? Okay, let me write. Okay, she has the right to this property. Okay, so right is a particular noun and to is what, the appropriate preposition. She has the right to this property. Now here what you can say, you can change the word right with access also. She has the access to this property. She has the access to this property. If you want to use the word hire, she is the hire to this property. She is the hire to this property. So this particular 3 words have similar meaning and they take the same preposition like to after them. Okay, after them they take the preposition to. Are you getting my point? Okay, इस तरीके से आपको समझना है कि कौन से words which are similar in meaning, आप उसको नोट डाउन करिए, ऐसे समझ में नहीं आएगा। मैं एग्जाम्पल देते जाती हूँ, आप इनको नोट करते जाइए। दिस विल रियली हेल्प यू इन द फ्यूचर ऑल्सो। ओके, जब कभी भी आपको ऐसा लगे कि आप कोई चीज़ भूल गए हैं, तो आप फटाफट से अपने नोट्स निकाल सकते हैं और यहाँ से आप देख सकते हैं कि मैंने कौन सा वर्ड प्रपोजिशन या आफ्टर पर्टिकुलर प्रपोजिशन कौन से वर्ब के साथ, एडजेक्टिव के साथ या नाउन के साथ आपको यूज़ करना है। The next one is ambition, aspiration, passion, liking, desire, craving. These all words, these are all have similar kind of meaning, okay, and they take the preposition for. Okay, so what example I could write over here? I have a passion for cooking. Passion for. I have an ambition for fame. Ambition for. Okay, so there could be plenty of examples where you could use the particular this noun and after this particular appropriate preposition. Let's see the third one. Appetite, gusto, hunger, relish, zest. They all have the similar meaning. Okay, appetite, gusto, hunger, relish, zest, and they take for particular appropriate preposition after certain noun. Now these are different, but the preposition used is the same. Okay, तो ये आपको समझना जरूरी है कि यहाँ कौन सा particular noun जो है वो यूज हुआ है। Like I have an appetite for knowledge. hunger for success. Okay, I have an hunger for success. Okay, I hope that this is visible to you. Okay, kindness, sympathy, love, affection. Now these all have similar kind of meaning. I'm not saying the same meaning, but it is having similar kind of meaning. See, it is showing a feeling of or I could say a soft feeling. जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना, we have this. Whenever we talk about this word kindness, affection, sympathy, love, we have like a soft feeling for someone or somebody, right? So this is kind of similar to each other, and they take again the same appropriate preposition, that is for. Like I have sympathy for her. I have sympathy for her. I have love for her. Okay, so you can use any particular this noun, and after that you have to take what? For this appropriate preposition. Okay, so note down this part, okay, so that you can have this part also. Okay, let's continue with the fifth one. Okay, okay, obstacle, hindrance, opposition, obstruction, bar. These all have similar meaning, and they take which preposition? To after them. Okay, which preposition do they take? To. Let's write an example over here. She had an obstacle to her success. Here obstacle and to. She had an obstacle to her success. Same, responsibility, liability. For this, what particular for preposition we take? Okay, responsibility and liability is a noun, and after this we take for as an appropriate preposition. Let me write the example over here. I have no responsibility for the risks. Responsibility for. I have no responsibility for the risks. Okay. Next, what we have? Lack, want, death, deficiency, shortage. Now these words have of preposition. Okay, what do they take? It takes of as an appropriate preposition. Let's have an example over here. I have lack of money. Or you could say shortage of money, or you could say deficiency of vitamin C. Okay, आप बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स जो हैं डिपेंडिंग अपॉन सच वर्ड्स यू कैन क्रिएट. द थिंग इज व्हाट यू नीड टू फॉलो द appropriate preposition after using such words. Okay, after this you need to take certain prepositions so that the sentence should be meaningful and correct. Okay, next we have key, way, path. Now these three have similar meaning, and they take to as an appropriate preposition. So this is the key to success, or you could say this is the way to success. You can write this is the key to success, or you can write this is a path to success, or you can write this is the way to success. So after using this particular noun, what you have to take? You have to take an appropriate preposition, that is to. Okay, then it will be a correct sentence. The last one that we have is belief, faith, trust, confidence. For such nouns, what we use? In as an appropriate preposition. What do we take? In as an appropriate preposition. Like I have faith in religion. these two are your nouns. Okay, so I hope that you have understood certain particular prepositions. Okay, अगर आपको यहाँ से दिख रहा है ना, तो यहाँ हमने कुछ पर्टिकुलर वेज देखे जिससे आप क्या कर सकते हैं, इन पर्टिकुलर सभी वर्ड्स आप नाउन्स के बाद appropriate prepositions use कर सकते हैं. There are certain words also which have already been taught you in your previous classes also, like in 7th standard also, 6th standard also, where you had understood where to use a appropriate preposition. Okay, like depending upon the situation. So कुछ examples उसके भी देख लेते हैं. Okay, आप ये note down करिए, हम और examples देखते हैं. Okay, let's start with certain more examples, like where we could use a simple preposition after certain nouns. Okay, so this is the first one, response to. Like when you want to answer or you want a reaction of something, okay, then we use this particular preposition, this fixed preposition to. Like for an example, I would like you to give a response dash to or dash these questions. So here what will come? To. Okay, when you want certain reaction to come or certain response, or I could say, and you are expecting an answer from someone, okay, or some particular someone is about to give their reaction to it, then this particular to is the preposition that we use after the noun response. Okay, here noun is what? Response, and this is what? To is what? It's an appropriate preposition. Increase. Increase in shows like a rise in the amount or size of something, है ना. जब हम किसी चीज़ के बढ़ने की बात करते हैं, okay, then we use a particular preposition is that in. Okay, in. There was an increase in crime after the budget cut. Okay, there was an increase in crime after the budget cut. So we are here trying to tell that yes, जब एक बजट बढ़ा तो क्या हुए, क्राइम रेट्स भी बढ़ गए. ओके, बजट जो है वो कट हुआ, बहुत ही एक्सपेक्टेड जो था हमसे या जो हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे वैसा ना आते हुए हमारे एक्सपेक्टेशंस के अपोजिट आया, तो क्या हुआ, उसका रिएक्शन में क्राइम्स भी बढ़ गए. ओके, addiction or addicted to, we have used this word in so many different ways. He is addicted to, I am addicted to, in addiction to. Okay, so addiction is what? Here it is representing a noun, and to is what? To is a particular appropriate preposition. So when physically or mentally someone is dependent on something, okay, in context with something, okay, this particular to as a preposition is used. Like I have an addiction to YouTube. Okay, this is just for an example. Okay, I haven't taken it personally, मैंने यहाँ personally use नहीं किया है, it's just for an example. Okay, I have an addiction to YouTube. Okay, you can write anything over here, like I have addiction to this or this particular action or habit. You can use any of it because this word addiction is coming into that sentence. ठीक है, सेंटेंस में वो वर्ड आया है, इसलिए हम क्या कर रहे हैं, कौन सा appropriate preposition लिया हमने? To. When you are congratulating someone on something, like for a promotion or when something good has happened. Okay, so expressing praise for an achievement, we always say congratulations, right? So congratulations, what do we use? On. Okay, congratulations on. On is the appropriate preposition. Congratulations on the promotion. You could say congratulations on new baby. Congratulations on your marriage. Okay, so there are plenty of examples where you can use this appropriate prepositions. Okay, let's see some more examples over here. Ban on. Ban means officially or legally something has been prohibited. किसी चीज़ की बंदी लाना. Okay, उसे हम कहते हैं ban on. So for this word ban, what preposition we use? On. Much of the population supports ban on assault weapons. Okay, much of the population supports ban on assault weapon. You can write any other example, like you can say there is a ban on smoking here. There is a ban on much of the people supports ban for bringing cell phones in the school. So you can express your views. Okay, but what you have to use, you have to choose an appropriate preposition. So for ban, which is the appropriate preposition, on is the appropriate preposition, right? So bond between. So bond shows there is a connection between two or more people. Okay, so after this particular word, now this should come. There is a strong bond between a mother and her cubes. Okay, there is a strong bond between my mother and me. Okay, or my mother and my sister, कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं यहाँ. Showing what between is the appropriate preposition. Okay, like need for, when you must have that you don't have, जो आपको मतलब किसी चीज़ की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत हो जो आपके पास अभी नहीं है. So like we have the need for money. So for is the preposition that we use for money. Okay, need for money. You could say need for car, need for anything. You can represent your views, but for is the preposition. The last one, interest in. Okay, when you want to show your attention towards something, you use in as an appropriate preposition. Like I have a strong interest in education. Okay, like this you have to use certain preposition. है तो सेम ही. अभी आपको easily एक दिन में क्या मेमोराइज नहीं होंगे, ना ही आपको समझ में आएंगे. अगर ये वीडियो में आपको कहीं भी ऐसा लगा हो कि कोई पॉइंट छूट गया है तो आप उसको बार बार रिपीट करके देखिए, 2-3 बार देखिए, सभी कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स नोट डाउन करिए, बिकॉज दिस आर रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड ट्राई टू प्रैक्टिस एज मच एज यू कैन. जितनी एक्सरसाइज आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे उतना ईजी आपके लिए हो जाएगा. देखिए टॉपिक बहुत इजी है लेकिन बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है. अगर मैं आपको यहाँ पर कोई एक एक्सरसाइज सॉल्व करने के लिए दूँगी तो उसमें से मैक्सिमम आपके अबव 50% क्या होंगे, कन्फ्यूजन की तो मतलब वजह से रॉन्ग हो जाएंगे, है ना. सो ऐसा ना हो इसलिए आपको क्या करना है, यू नीड टू प्रैक्टिस मोर एंड मोर. ओके, आई होप दैट यू हैव अंडरस्टूड टुडेज टॉपिक. The exercise is remaining of chapter 2, chapter 3 and this chapter 4 also. So collectively I will be taking, because only one exercise is there, that's why I haven't taken. Okay, in your next lecture we will be solving the exercise that have been given in the book. Okay, good day students, take care.